All right, everyone, ready to give an update on the growth of my emerald green arborvitaes. It is now September 19th, 2023 here in Southeast Columbia, South Carolina, Zone 8A. And these first few, probably going back to here, have been in the ground about, they'll be 2 years in November. And they have really grown beautifully. What I've noticed is that they haven't grown dramatically in height, but the fullness of the tree, they definitely got a lot fuller. It looked very healthy and green. And these were planted with an auger. So that the auger was actually a lot of work. And the soil here is red clay. And I did amend the soil. But you know, they are looking very healthy. So I'm trying to get a close-up of some of the greenness on the foliage. Very healthy. See, with this tree, I'm 6'1", and it comes to about my forehead. So that tree is looking really good. I do, as you can see, these two here, if you can see, the color is actually just a little off. Those were replanted, and I think they have bagworms, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. These here. I want to talk about this top row. From here back, I've had problems out of this area. I think maybe all of those have been replaced. And I just noticed recently that specifically this tree, that one and the one in the back, has some yellowing at the bottom. I was asked to test for bagworms, which meant to put a white piece of paper in the tree, shake the tree, and I did find evidence of them. I sprayed with neem oil initially, and I have this product right here that I mixed and have treated these trees. So we'll also see how that works. As you see, I do have some drip lines in. I ran those this summer. It was a really hot summer. We had streaks of 90-degree weather, and I have it on the timer. I kind of switch it up between 15 and 30 minutes depending on the amount of rainfall that we've gotten. And you know, I didn't lose any trees. All those are more well established. Again, these, and you can kind of see the color variation now. They don't look as healthy and as green as the others. So hopefully that product helps. We'll be able to see soon, but they're growing very beautifully, looking really good. I do need to shape up my bed more, but it's just been so much work, even just replanting trees to where I haven't really wanted to fool with it. So I'm gonna go over here to this other row. These trees, I don't think these were in the last video, but these are just some that I pulled up that were alive, but when I bought them, like they were not full on one side. So I just put them over here. This is kind of my little area where I don't know what to do with it, with stuff. And I got one dead piece in this tree. The whole tree is still alive, but these arborvitaes, they're really sensitive. So yeah, just expect that. So the camera is I might get on this other side so now we can see a little better on this side. All this entire row is doing extremely well. I think I did replace a couple over here. I don't remember exactly which ones. I think any that still have the tag is kind of how I'm kind of measuring. But these did really well. And again, same thing, drip line over here. I do need to build out my bed. I mulched around the bottom of the tree just to keep them healthy. But they are all doing really well. Not sure why. These are a little smaller than the other ones. And I can't recall, and I don't think they were all the same size as the other row when I planted them. But for me, the key was to get them in the ground so they could start the growing process. And it's 54, 55 trees. So I really wanted to just do what I needed to do. And even, I think this row here, I think this first row of maybe 8 to 10 have all been in the ground. Again, 2 years come November. Everything else was planted last year. But again, they are all growing really well. Looking forward to having a really nice privacy hedge one day. I'm fine with how they are right now. But yeah, they are a lot of work to keep up with. I don't want to say a lot of work, but when you have this many trees, it can be a lot of work. Again, let's talk a little bit about the drip system I have over here. I didn't do a lot of research. I would just kind of get it done more, but I did get this Melnor, and this one is digital, and it's okay. To me, it's a lot of button presses to kind of get the settings right and turn on and turn off. But if you have to water multiple places, it's cool. And I have one going down the side over here to water my other shrubs alongside the house. And I also wanted to kind of show this HoseLink Reel. Right, this is what I use. I have one on each side of the house to water. I think this one is 80 feet, and all you have to do is pull it, and it'll start to kind of retract. Get it untangled there and give a better demonstration. So again, this is kind of what I use when I'm way out in the yard and need to again, when I'm ready to, I just give it a tug. I mean, and I got, that's a 4x4 that I stained, and I used like a metal stake to hammer it into the ground. So I didn't have to use any concrete or anything. It's super, super handy. I would recommend it if you are having any type of landscaping and gardening that's gonna need watering. Like with this one, I can go from here to about almost to the top of that hill. I think that reel is 78 feet or 80 feet, something like that. But you know, I'll get another connecting hose when I need it, but works really well. I can also kind of go around to the front and water stuff around to the front. Let's walk up to the other side to the other hose. Again, really good growth. Again, really good growth this year on the trees. And here's the other HoseLink Reel. And again, I take that and connect it to the drip hose there, and I have a much simpler timer here. This one is solar triggered, so when the sun comes up, it'll turn on and water for the set period of time. But again, that's the update. Trees are healthy. I did lose some. Some of it was to my own doing, not digging the hole wide enough, deep enough, taking too much dirt off the root ball. My suggestion would be, if you plant these, all the dirt that's in the bucket, just keep it, just put it in like it is. It helps keep the tree upright and stable as well. And again, definitely amend your clay soil. But that is it. And I will give another update soon. All right. Thank you much.